From WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining us for 2 News Now on this absolutely marvelous Monday. You like that? Marvelous Monday.
Yes.
That is February 23rd. I am your host, Alexis Bellamy. Across from me is 2 News traffic anchor Lee Jeffries. Lee, good morning.
Good morning. It's also the last week of February.
It is also the last week of February, also something to take note. And if it is also the last week, hopefully as we start the new month, we can look forward to some changes outside because it was a snowy start to the day for us here at home. And we know that's from over the weekend. We saw some of that snow come down. It was literally sideways yesterday, Cameron. I don't think you guys said anything about that.
Yeah, it was windy one here yesterday. Winds up to about 30, 35 miles per hour for the wind gusts. But
it felt like
here
it.
Going into the morning, it's not as bad here as the drive home from the station here last night at 11:30 when there was some snow on the road. It was very dry snow, so it actually was pretty slick. I actually, around the roundabout at Alexis Bell, kind of did a burnout there yesterday.
And this morning it's like powdery and like stuff. You could just blow it off of your car if you wanted to.
That is exactly what happened here as we went through the nighttime and into the day here today. There's still some snow flurries, even a light snow shower or two, but they are going to be moving out for the most part dry here today. It's just going to be a very cloudy one in the Miami Valley. You can see on the Land of Illusion camera as we went through the morning, it's a very cloudy one, on and off snow here through the morning as well. Forecast through the daytime, we'll get up to about 29 as we head into the noon hour. We'll see temperatures right around freezing here today. You do see some stragglers on satellite radar off of some of the Great Lakes as we go into the morning hours. We're not really looking at much more accumulation here as we go through the daytime. And temperatures right now in Centerville at 26, 24 Vandalia, 24 in Dayton, 27 in Xenia, 26 in Spring Valley, and 30 in Bellbrook. We are tracking some 50s though, but also some chances of rain, maybe even some snow coming up on the Complete Storm Team 2 forecast.
Okay, so rain and snow are back, possibly, potentially.
Yeah, possibly, but by the weekend, might look really nice on Saturday.
Oh my gosh, like the weather's just toying us. Really nice, possibly, but then rainy and snowy. Okay.
Yep.
Good. We'll look for more from you for a full report in just a little bit, Cameron. Thanks. But now we're jumping right into things. We've got a full show for you, of course. We just had a look at weather. Now turning our eyes to our top 5 stories of the day. And we are starting out with a search. Police need your help. Middletown police say they are looking for a suspect this morning after one person was killed and another person was left with life-threatening injuries following a shooting. It happened just before noon on a Sunday, and that was on Roosevelt Avenue. Police say that is where they found 2 people who had been shot. And if you have any information about what happened, and we know it's not a lot, we're still working to learn more, but contact police if you know anything.
And then, as you know, we are continuing to follow the murder investigation of Ashley Flynn. Her husband, 39-year-old Caleb Flynn, is accused of shooting and killing her in their Tip City home a week ago today, actually. We have received a statement from the family of Ashley Flynn, and the statement reads, quote, "Our hearts are shattered. Ashley brought endless light to our world, and we are trying to navigate this immense loss." The statement goes on to say, after speaking with both local police and federal authorities, we trust the proper steps were taken and the process is being handled appropriately, end quote. Lawyers for Caleb Flynn call out police for a rush to judgment in his arrest, and we'll have another update on that story today as well.
And in just a few minutes, 2 News reporter Morgan Anderson, she's actually been essentially on the story since we broke it last week. She's going to be covering it again today. We say this all the time, moving that story forward. We're going to have the latest from her in just a few minutes. But for now, in your third top story this morning, the latest, the 2 adults who have been charged in the death of an autistic 7-year-old are moving those cases forward. So you may remember Herschel Creechbaum, his mother, that's Ashley Johnson, along with her boyfriend. He's been identified as Michael Kendrick. They both want to have statements that they made struck from the case's evidence, okay? And here's why. Johnson's attorney says they're fighting to scrub several body camera videos and even some recorded interviews, saying Johnson didn't fully understand the Miranda warnings that she received and that she was diagnosed with a cognitive disability. So those are the things that they're saying is why those statements and that recording can't stick. Now, Michael Kendrick, who actually placed the 911 call reporting Herschel Creechbaum missing back in July of 2025, which was the same month he was found dead. During his hearing, officers say Kendrick appeared intoxicated at the time, but he was coherent. One officer says that Kendrick was continuously changing his story.
And we are learning more about future plans for a new church in Maria Stein following the demolition of St. John the Baptist. A private meeting was held for parishioners to give input and to meet the architectural team leading the construction for a new building. After the meeting, many parishioners told us that they are pleased with what was presented, but this is still going to take time. Kay and Wes Sanders said they appreciate the information that they received at the meeting, and they believe the architects team will do a great job. Some people told us off camera that a steeple could be a part of the new building, and efforts to raise money should be getting underway soon. Representatives from St. John the Baptist say they are expecting the proposed plans for a new church to be made public and posted online in the coming days. So we have that to look forward to.
And even now, still moving forward with this church and its repairs, but the demolition video is still just jaw-dropping to look at. Like seeing the church now filled with the bricks, and even them trying to take down the steeple just now is just always catches my eye. It's always something to watch when I see it. Finally, you guys, we're wrapping it up. The Olympics are in the rear view, and we're looking at the highlights. So just 46 years after the miracle on ice that stunned the world in Lake Placid, Team USA has done it once more. In the first period of the game, USA's Matt Boldy juggles the puck into the Canadian zone, fakes and drops that backhand that slips past Jordan Benning into the net. This game was just full of so many highlights, you guys. That brought us the USA up to leading with 1 goal. Fast forward to period 3, there were no scores. We went into overtime, but Jack Hughes shoots and scores and won the gold for Team USA, which led to this wonderful picture here. And they did so well. Lee, did you watch?
I did. Did you watch?
Yeah, I'm a big Olympic person. I mean, it took me getting here and seeing like the real hype around it to get into it. But I'm happy you said that, because fast forward to today. I'll react to that question this morning, you guys. I want to know, what was your favorite part of the 2026 Winter Olympics? What did you most enjoy? See here. Now, this was just up the road for us. That was Miami. They were celebrating a huge watch party there for the men's gold. So, Lee, what was your favorite part?
Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh,
Watching Alyssa, yes.
Yeah, I know that was a lot of people's favorite part. I will say that was up there for me, but seeing women's bobsled take home the gold, and then Elena Mayers became the most decorated female bobsled Olympian. And
There were so many,
that.
I mean, just amazing moments this year.
I know. Oh my gosh. And I'm so happy I got to watch. I'm so happy I tuned in, paid attention this year. So we want to hear from you guys. The Olympics are in the rear view, but what was your favorite part of this year's game, 2026 Winter Olympics? Scan the QR code. Let's get on a conversation, you guys. We want to hear about it. But for now, we're going to circle back to one of our top stories this morning, something that's been on our eye, top of mind for so many people here at home. The death of 37-year-old Tip City woman Ashley Flynn. We've been talking about it nonstop. Her husband, Caleb Flynn, we've just learned or have learned recently, was arrested in connection to her death. So moving the story forward, 2 News reporter Morgan Anderson is joining us again. She's been covering the story since it happened, and now we're taking another look at things. Her family, Lee read that statement from her family just a little bit ago. So, Morgan, how are people, we're talking about how the community has really rallied behind this woman who really touched so many people, and how people around the community are standing up for her, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, that is just a great way to look at it, because although this is a really sad story and just honestly a horrific case as a whole, I think this is a nice testament to the Tip City community, because what we have seen is a community rally. There's been several GoFundMes going out there, but one of them I recently looked at that is through the uncle of Ashley Flynn. It's just over $115,000 raised to go toward Ashley's daughters. And mind you, this was with an initial goal of just $50,000. And even saying just $50,000 is just an exaggeration as to how much people want to get behind them. But today, to move this forward, we want to look at some of the businesses and folks that are taking their own initiative outside of the family to help support those girls, as they now have neither parent with them.
Correct.
Today, I'm talking with Sarah Kohler. She's with Phases Everywhere out of Tip City. She makes T-shirts, hoodies, that sort of thing. And she actually said she sold over 228 items of apparel, making just under $5,000 worth of donations to give to the family to support them during this time. In the shirts, they read "Live Like Ashley." And at the same time, she's been making custom shirts for other businesses who want to sell them as well. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation.
Yeah.
I know Red Devil's Pizza, I know they also did a fundraiser helping raise some money for the Flynn family as well. And so even though this death was a week ago, do you think that the community, they still have the same kind of coming together spirit?
Lee, absolutely. You know what? Last week it was a lot of just talking to people out and about as they were living their life. And if there's one answer I never got was, well, we're not familiar with this, or we didn't know about Ashley Flynn. I mean, in Tip City, if you live there, what I've seen is most people know about it and are pretty heartbroken from what we've seen. And so most people are quick to rally behind. I've heard so many prayers being said, ribbons tied along Main Street. We've seen, like I said, the fundraisers, the GoFundMes, the positive messages. I mean, this is a case that so far, it is a week today that this happened, but no one is letting this go. I mean, it's garnered national attention, as many know.
And Maureen, you mentioned the big thing about this, which no one is forgetting, which is her family, those two little girls. Have you had the chance to speak with anyone closer to her and really know how the family is doing all of this? Because as you said, you're right, they've lost both parents.
Yeah. And that is the detail I think a lot of the community is clinging on to, which is a testament to who is in Tip City, is they are, okay, there are no more parents in the picture. These little girls are who we want to take care of as a whole. And so at this time, this story has gained national attention. And so I have spoke with a close family friend of Ashley Flynn, and they say that due to the influx of media requests and people inquiring about the family, that they are personally not having those conversations. So they're,
of course,
delineating it to her. And she tells me that at this time, they are moving forward with this investigation. They trust that due justice is on its way, and so far it has been served, and that they are very much with the community and wanting answers, but they will not be speaking publicly about it. But that family friend just asked that we hold them in their prayers, we support them, and of course, I don't know if they would have guessed that all of this support would have been as big as it's turned out to be, which I think is a really neat sight to see.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, this is an absolutely horrific story, but seeing the community come together can be kind of the light with this.
Special.
Make this
Makes it special.
It does.
Yeah.
It certainly does. Morgan, thank you so much for sharing that. You have a lot to get to. We'll look for more from you later on, first at 4.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right, 11:12 now. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we have that full look at weather and a very, very exciting preview of a big event coming to Dayton. We'll be right back.
2 News Now, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Universal Windows Direct.
Welcome back, everybody. The Olympics may be in the rear view, but it's important to know how we did. So take a look at this. Norway led the way. They certainly did. They had a total of 18 gold medals, but 41 in total. That's how they ended up. We came in second. United States had 12 gold medals with a total of 33, followed by the Netherlands. They were in third place, 10 gold medals for them, 20 in total. Followed by Italy. They're in fourth place. They also had 10 gold medals, but they had 30 in total. And Germany just broke top 5 with 8 gold medals and a total of 26, Lee. So that's how we all did. We did not do bad.
No,
good for
silver
us.
place. We'll
Look
take
at
it.
Yes, we will.
Yes. And then also with the Olympics ending this weekend, we saw the closing ceremony where the twin flames in co-host cities Milan and Cortina were extinguished. Also, during that ceremony, the Olympic flag was handed over to the next Winter Games host nation, which will be France. But before that, we still have the Milan Cortina Paralympic Games. So those are going to go from March 6th until March 15th.
Yep, remember we talked about that earlier. Whoop, and it is out. Oh my gosh, I wonder how people just felt actually seeing that happen.
I know.
Man, but that marks the end of the games, but it was climactic. It was really something to look forward to. But for now, let's turn our eye to what we've got happening here at home. But first, take a look at this. We were just familiar with this, right? Are you looking at this and getting deja vu?
Yeah,
because we were
really
not
familiar.
We're not too far removed, but this is the scene over in New York. A dangerous snowstorm swept through the tri-state over the weekend, prompting city leaders to issue an overnight travel ban. They had a full snow day today, so no remote learning, no logging in. This was their first real snow day. And get this, Cameron, they said this is their first snow day in 7 years. That's how serious this blizzard was.
I haven't had a snow day in 7 years.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That was since I was in college.
Okay, that sounds about right, being here. But I'm thankful this is in our rear view, Cameron. We don't have anything like this to hopefully worry about. You said we're expecting some rain and snow later on, right?
Yeah, thankfully we're not going to see anything like that. It's a blizzard there. They are seeing a nor'easter, so it's a little bit, it's definitely a lot worse than what we had here when we got the 12.4 inches.
I want this record high here. This 70 looks good to me.
Well, that is not going to be happening here this week, so that is wishful thinking. But it is going to warm up here as we go into the weekend, so that's some good news as we look forward to the next 7 days. We also have some chances of rain, maybe some snow as well, getting into the midweek. But outside yesterday, 29 degrees, well below what we're used to this time of year, 23 for that low. That's comparable to what we're used to. Satellite radar, some few stragglers still remain as we go into the 11 a.m. hour. We are going to be drying out, though, as we go into the afternoon. You can see down just to the south into places like Dayton, Troy, Sydney. That's where they're seeing some light snow at the moment. You can see that out there as well. Some flurries on the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group camera as we look outside. Now, as we look at temperatures in the Miami Valley right now, 24 degrees. We have northwest winds at 15 miles per hour. The dew point at 18, but it feels like it's 11 degrees as it is very windy out. We have winds gusting up to about 30 or so miles per hour there on the wind gust map. And going through the daytime, it's going to be good in the afternoon. Temperatures around freezing, so if you are okay with temperatures right around freezing, then it will be nice outside. And as we go through the wind chills over the next 12 hours, we'll see the teens going into the evening hours, 13 there by 8 and 9 p.m. Future track here. Going through the daytime today, for the most part, lots of cloud cover expected. We'll see some sunshine as we get into your Tuesday, but clouds by the late afternoon into the evening hours. We'll see them pick up, and we'll see the chance of some rain and snow as we get into your Tuesday night, but not really looking at much accumulation, maybe a dusting here as we go through the nighttime. And then as we get into your Wednesday, we are tracking another low pressure that will move through as we go into the nighttime. Could bring some snow to the Miami Valley, could also bring some rain. Right now, there's a big difference in the models, but there's going to be a low pressure right around the Buckeye State here as we get into your Thursday, so something to track as we go through the week. 32 degrees here for today, though. We'll have a chance of a light snow flurry or shower, 20 degrees into the nighttime. Tomorrow, getting up to about 39 degrees. We'll have some snow going into the nighttime. 7-day forecast. We'll get up to about 45 there as we head into your Wednesday. But Thursday, we'll see the chance of rain and snow. By the weekend, though, 56 on Saturday.
Okay, that's what we're keeping our eye on then. That 56 looks like it is the best out of everything we've got in front of us. So.
Yeah, just don't look at Sunday.
Yeah, that's insane. Just 1 degree above freezing already. Oh my gosh, the lows are the worst part about that. But anyways, Cameron, before we let you go, what was your favorite part of the 2026 Winter Olympics? Tell us.
Probably Blue Jacket star Zach Wierenski passing it to Jack Hughes, who scored the game-winning goal. Okay. First gold since 1980, and the Canadians were crying.
Man, and you knew the stats on that. Good one. All right, thank you for that, Cameron. So look at this. Go ahead, take it away, Lee.
Yeah, so we have this huge house fire to report on. So 2 people were rescued from a burning home late Friday night after Sarasota Police Department officers arrived and they found the home fully engulfed in flames. We can see it here. The call came in just after 10 p.m. I mean, these flames are just, feet high.
Yeah.
This was in North Osprey Avenue where officers encountered a spreading blaze as the power line started to come down and transformers malfunctioned and created additional hazards around the home. Police said a man and woman were rescued and thankfully they only had minor injuries.
But I'm just looking at people who just came outside to take that in.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'd really just take a look at the flames. And you were rightly, I wonder how tall they got. It's this shot of them running up
the trees.
Towards it. Yeah, no, I can't imagine being stuck in there. And they are moving fast too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are going to bring things back a little closer to home, you guys, and we're getting ready for something really exciting. We are looking ahead to what is happening here in the Miami Valley. Listen to this. Before we get, I'm a story ahead. I'm so sorry. So look at this. First, we are taking a look at what is going on in Greene County. Exterior work is underway at the former jail site. According to our partners at the Xenia Gazette, the contractor is being paid nearly $1 million for demolition and restoration. The plan is to demolish that current administration building and replace it with a parking garage. So we'll keep you updated on how that goes. Now we can look a little forward. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself to our guest today. We're getting ready for the big hoopla, you guys. The iconic sporting event is kicking off in a few weeks, so we have time. But in the meantime, we're going to learn everything we can about what to expect at this year's event. So this morning, Terry Slaybaugh is here. He's the executive director for the big hoopla, that big sporting event getting us ready for First Four. He's going to tell us what you can expect this year. Terry, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you so much for being here. So tell us what we can expect this year. What is this year's big hoopla going to look like?
Well, this year, like every year for the last 14 years, we're going to kick off Selection Sunday, the 15th, with our traditional 4-miler. We'll have a race at Wright State University. The race will start at the Student Center. Last year, I think we had a little over 500 runners that braved the weather, the March weather, to come out for the race. And then later that afternoon, starting at noon in the Nutter Center, we'll kick off the STEM Challenge, which is a very unique event. We're open to kindergarten through 8th grade. Last year, we had over 1,000 children register for the event and show up with their parents. But it's an opportunity to combine basketball with STEM. So we'll have over 20 exhibitors at the Nutter Center, but we'll also be shooting basketball. And we'll have 12 winners by the end of the day that will get tickets to the games on Tuesday and Wednesday. But in addition to that, the 12 winners get to go to half court on Tuesday, and we have a shoot-off of the 12 winners. 2 years ago, Wright State University also began to offer full rides to Wright State University to the 12 winners. So that has created a lot of excitement around the STEM Challenge. And then obviously that day we'll find out who the teams are that are going to be coming to Dayton on Tuesday and Wednesday. And we'll have people there to greet them when they arrive at the hotel, some arriving as early as early Monday morning and into Monday. We'll have practices on Monday and Tuesday at UD Arena that will be open, and then obviously the games on Tuesday and Wednesday. But just to talk a little bit about why we started this 12 years ago, it was founded by J.P. Nassif, a former Air Force veteran. And the reason we started it was to support the games, but also to be able to recognize military personnel and their families. You know, Wright Pat Air Force Base, the largest single-site employer in the state of Ohio, with over 38,000 people going to work there every day, over 16,000 Air Force guardians and Air Force personnel. So every year we buy tickets, and to date we've donated over 140,000 tickets to Air Force personnel and their families to attend the games.
Mr. Slaybaugh, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about this year's event. We're excited for it. It kicks off the big event, so we can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Hope to see you on Selection Sunday.
Absolutely. It is 11:25 now. A quick break. On the other side, what's coming up in Living Dayton, and those React to That responses. Welcome back. Jumping right into those React to That responses. What was your favorite part of the 2026 Winter Olympics? So listen to this. So Lori says, so many great moments, but how can anything top both hockey teams beating Canada for the gold? A lot of people agree, Lori.
Exactly,
that was a good
both.
one.
Yes.
All right, let's look ahead to what is coming up in Living Dayton this morning. Grace, good morning.
Yeah, real quickly, La Comedia's coming on. We got Singing in the Rain musical. We're going to be featuring that, so I'm super excited for that one.
Oh, perfect. Who doesn't love a good musical like
Right?
that? I love it. Thanks, Grace. Thank you so much, Lee, for joining us. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow on Tuesday for 2 News Now. Have a good one.